In this video, I will be talking about the Hamiltonian formulation of the Hamilton's equation. As you have read this Hamilton's to derive this Hamilton's equation, first we will talk about the Lagrangian, which is a function of the Qj, generalized coordinate, generalized velocity, and the time. And if you take the dl, so it is del L by del Qj, then it is dqj plus del L by del Qj dot into dqj dot plus del L by del T into dt. So if you divide by dt, dl by dt, so it is del L by del Qj dqj by dt plus del L by del Qj dot and dqj dot by dt plus del L by del T, because dt by dt equal to 1. So this is equation 1, this is our equation 2. So this can be written as this is summation. Of course this is also summation, this is summation. So this becomes summation over j and d by dt and del L by del Qj dot and Qj dot, this is Qj dot plus del L by del Qj dot dqj dot by dt, this is also summation over j plus del L by del T. So this can be written as, from the Lagrangian equation it becomes, as you know, that d by dt del L by del Qj dot minus del L by del Qj equal to 0. So where L equal to T minus B and J equal to 1 to up to N. So this is d by dt del L by del Qj dot, this is the Lagrangian equation. So this can be written as d by dt Qj dot del L by del Qj dot j dot this can be written like this, d by dt equal to this. So d by dt Qj dot del L by del Qj dot. So now you put this value in this equation 3. If you put it in equation 3, then it be equation 3. This is equation 3. So you put this in equation 3, then you will be getting d by dt, then it is summation Qj dot del L by del Qj dot minus L, this is del Qj dot minus L minus del L plus del L by del T equal to 0. This is equation 4. Now L is not explicit function of the time. L is not explicit function of time. So when L is not explicit function of time, it means del L by del T equal to 0. So if del L by del T equal to 0, we can write down this is 0. It means this equation reduces to d by dt, or you can write down this summation Qj dot del L by del Qj dot minus L equal to constant. It is a constant. It means the summation, this is Qj dot and this is del L by del Qj dot, means this is velocity, so this is momentum, so this is Pj minus L equal to constant, and that is the Hamiltonian of the system. So Qj dot Qj dot Pj minus L, which is the constant, and that is this H is known as the Hamiltonian of the system. Hamiltonian of the system. So this momentum into this velocity minus Lagrangian, which will give you the Hamiltonian of the system. So as you know that potential is not a function of the generalized velocity, that is Qj dot. So and the potential is not a function of generalized velocity, that is Qj dot. Then we can write down this Hamiltonian H equal to the summation Qj dot and then Pj. So yes, Pj minus L. So this Pj, which is written as summation Qj dot Pj, that is del T by del Qj dot minus L. Now this is this Pj momentum, that is the derivative of the kinetic energy with respect to the velocity. We are, instead of Pj, we are writing del T by del Qj. Now as the Euler theorem says, Euler's theorem, we can if there is a function f is a homogeneous function of degree n, so the summation of xi del f by del xi equal to n into f. Now what is this f? F is a homogeneous function of degree n in the variable x. F is a homogeneous function of x. If it is a homogeneous function of degree n, of variable x. So therefore this Qj dot del T by del Qj, this is our twice T, because this Qj dot and del Qj dot, this is the velocity. So therefore this is our twice of the T. So H can be written as H equal to, so therefore H equal to 2T minus L. Using this Euler theorem, we can write down this Qj dot del T by del Qj dot del T by del Qj equal to twice into T. In place of n is T and f function is our kinetic energy. So this is, it is replaced by that is 2T minus L. So therefore 2T minus L, twice of the kinetic energy minus the Lagrangian. So what you get? Hamiltonian is 2T minus L. So it is L equal to, as you know that it is T minus V. So it is 2T minus T minus V. So it is T plus V. So this is T plus V, that is the total energy of the system. So the Hamiltonian, it represents the total energy, total mechanical energy of the system, and this is the total mechanical energy of the system. So this Qj dot, so this is summation Qj dot, and this is del L by del Qj dot minus L, which is equal to constant, that is said to be the constant of motion. This is the constant of motion. So we can write down this Hamilton's equation. So this Hamilton, it represents the total energy of the system, that is H equal to H equal to E. Now we'll writing the Hamiltonian function of the system H. So this Hamilton's equation of the system H equal to we get summation Qj dot del L by del Qj dot minus L. Also this is written as this is our Pj Qj dot, so summation Qj dot to Pj minus L. Now L is a function of Qj dot and T. So L is a function of Qj, that is generalized coordinates, generalized velocity, and T. Now this Pj, that is the momentum, which is equal to del L by del Qj dot, which I have written. Instead of del L by del Qj dot, I have written Pj, that is the momentum. So this is so if we differentiate dH equal to this equation, so it will be summation Qj dot dPj plus summation Pj into dQj dot minus del L del L by del Qj into dQj minus summation del L by del Qj dot dQj dot, and then minus del L by del T into dt. So this is equal to, can write down summation, and this is Qj dot dPj, Qj dot dPj, and minus Pj dot, this is summation Pj dot and dQj, and minus del L by del T into dt. Now how it is coming? Because Pj dQj and this get cancelled, because Pj equal to del L by del Qj. So we are getting this term, you are getting this term and this term. So del L by del Qj equal to Pj dot. So next we will do, so what do you get? The Hamiltonian is a function of, so Hamiltonian is a function of H is a function of generalized coordinate, momentum, and T. So therefore dH can be written as summation del H by del Qj into dQj plus summation del H by del Pj into dPj plus del H by del T into dt. Now we compare this equation with this equation dH, this with this. Now you see dQj, so Pj dot equal to del H by del Qj. Here this dQj is coefficient with Pj dot and dQj is coefficient with del H by del Qj. It means we can write down the Pj dot equal to del H by del Qj. Now you compare dPj here and dPj here. So del H by del Pj equal to Qj dot, and del L by del T equal to del H by del T. So we can compare these two equations, that is, let us take 4 and 5, and then what do we get? We get that Qj dot equal to del H by del Pj, and Pj dot equal to minus del H by del Qj, and the del L by del T equal to minus del H by del T. So this is the relation that we got the Hamilton's canonical equation of motion, and it is a 2n first order first order equation of motion. First order equation of motion. So this qj dot, this velocity in terms of the momentum, now this pj dot in terms of the this momentum in terms of the coordinate qj dot. So what do we get? This is very useful in case of the statistical mechanics and quantum mechanics. Statistical mechanics and quantum mechanics. Because we are talking about this canonically conjugate variable, position and the momentum, and this is how they are being related in the Hamilton's equation of motion. So we get that so in case of the Lagrange's equation of motion, we get d by dt del L by del Qj dot minus del L by del Qj equal to 0. This is a differential equation of the second order. This is a differential equation of second order. Whereas when you come to the Hamilton's equation, then what do you get in Hamilton's equation? We get summation. We get this summation, that is Pj Qj dot minus L equal to constant, and this is our differential. It is only, this is a differential equation of the second order, and it is a first order equation. So what do we get? That Pj equal to we get del L by del Q j dot. This is a generalized this Q and P. This Q and P, this is our known as the canonical variables. Q and P, these are canonical variables. Variables which we use in case of the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, two canonically conjugate variables. So here the generalized coordinate and the momentum, these are the two canonically conjugate variable. So we get the here in the Lagrangian formulation we get the differential equation of the second order. In the Hamilton's equation we get the differential equation of the first order. So that is the difference between these two equations. Now the Hamilton's equation of motion, what do we consider? The Hamilton's equation of motion, we have assumed that mechanical system are holonomic. We consider mechanical systems are holonomic, and the forces are derived from the position dependent. So the velocity dependent generalized potential, so H equal to H is a function of Qj, that is generalized coordinate, then momentum and T. So dH equal to, can write down del H by del Qj dQj plus del H by del Pj dPj plus del H by del T into dt. So dH by dt which is equal to summation del H by del Qj into dq by dt, so it is Qj dot plus summation del H by del Pj into Pj dot plus del H by del T. So this is equal to the Qj dot, so del H by del Qj in the subscript like this is J, so this is minus Pj dot then Qj dot plus, and del H by del Pj, that is Qj dot into Pj dot plus del H by del T. So these two get cancelled, so we get del H by del T. So what it says, that del L by del T, so del L by del T equal to minus of del H by del T, and we can write down dH by dt equal to dH by dt, which is equal to del H by del T, which is equal to minus del L by del T. So if the T does not appear explicitly in L, it will also does not appear explicitly in H. So H will also be a constant of motion. And this H, it is not velocity dependent, so it is a conservative system. So H equal to, that is T plus V, that is the total mechanical energy, that is the total mechanical energy. So H is a constant of the motion. So we'll discuss in the next class, we'll discuss about the application of the Hamilton's equations for deriving to understand the equation of motion of the different physical system. Thank you.